Warning, the following episode contains strong language and adult themes.
Hello, I'm Mike from What Pictures and welcome to another episode of What the Fuck. Today we'll be going through, as usual, 4 stories, 3 of which are real, 1 of which is fake, and I have to decide which is the fake one and not which are the real ones, because that'll be obvious after I've picked the fake one.
You ready to go?
I was born ready, sort of. That's not true, I was definitely not born ready. Story number 1. Lamb with human face terrifies villagers. Not villagers. Sheep farmer, I don't even say that, bloody hell. Blasius Laurentiev, 45, had been waiting all week for his prized ewe?
Yeah.
To give birth. But he said he nearly died from shock when he saw the hairy face of an old man staring up at him. He's 45. He could have just been looking in a mirror the entire time. Mr. Laurentiev from I don't know how you say half these words. From Cherka in southwestern Russia added, "We had quite a tough winter, and when I noticed the ewe was pregnant, I was delighted as it meant I would be able to sell the lambs and start making some money again." Has there ever been a kind winter in Russia? You kind of just always imagine it to be like barren and wasteland, don't you really? And like Putin just like topless whipping people. Her parents are both normal looking sheep, so have I missed out one? No, this is really weird here. I'll read anyway. Her parents are both normal looking sheep, so I have no idea how she ended up looking like this. Everyone's got that friend though, haven't they? You know, like you've got a mate who looks really weird, and then you see his parents, and you're like, or her parents, and you're like, there's no way. Like, that kid's just straight up just not yours. Now the lamb has become the talk of the village. Neighbour, bloody hell, Dementi Galkin. That sounds like a really evil gherkin. Said, "I've seen some weird stuff in my time, but nothing like this. She looks like an angry old man with a big nose." Villager Dana Machina, 56, added, "She is both freaky and sweet. It's like a potential girlfriend. I don't know what to make of it really, but she terrifies my grandchildren. It will be interesting to see what she looks like when she gets older." Wait, so the sheep is a she, despite having the face of an old man. Mr. Larin... Oh, here he goes with this fucking shit. Mr. Laurentiev said a local circus offered him 10 times the normal price for a lamb, but he refused. He added, whatever has caused it, she's a little beauty, and I definitely won't be selling her for anyone's dinner table either, as the buyers want her on display. She'll be staying with us until then."
He shagged it, hasn't he?
I think he has. That's like weird. That's a weird story, but I don't think it's weird enough to be false. I'd say that's pretty believable. I don't actually, apart from the 10 times the asking price. But I don't know what 10 times the asking price of a normal sheep is in Russia. So that might actually not be that much. It could be free, and 10 times 0 is free. So. Story number 2. Student caught having sex with sheep. John. Student caught having sex with sheep was stressed out about exams. Is that like, and she was, or that was her reason? Like, I'm sorry for bumming a sheep, but I just felt a little bit stressed about my A-levels coming up. A university student charged with bestiality had admitted having sex with a sheep on campus, and his excuse was that he was stressed. On campus? Where on a campus? This could have been here. The 23-year-old, who has not been named, told police he had gone to the university's barn after a night of heavy drinking because he was under pressure with a major midterm exam in the near future. He claimed his cruel plan was to beat up some... This is not something to admit to. He claimed his cruel plan was to beat up some cows in the strange hope to let off steam, but was found by police officers lying on top of the sheep with his underpants down. The 5th-year computer engineering student's plans were overheard by a classmate at Fresno State University in California, who reported the upcoming trouble to the authorities. Now, I'm not going to say that I didn't predict that it was in America, but I definitely did. Another student, a female who lived in a dormitory room near the sheep unit, heard strange noises coming from the barn around 3:30 a.m. before police found the suspect having intercourse with one of the ewes last Tuesday. Does that mean he was pissed? If he was up at 3:30, and
That's just a long session.
Hang on. Oh, this is the same female student Student Marissa Berkdahl reportedly told ABC7 Los Angeles News Channel, "It's just kind of disgusting and revolting and personally makes me angry. I mean, why would you do that? Well, she's going to be in for a shock when she finds out they line them all up for slaughter and then we eat them, isn't she? She's had a bit of a nightmare." Vets are now keeping a close eye on the sheep at the farm after the disturbing incident. Like, vets have had to check out. Like, imagine if you had sex with your girlfriend and they were like, "Oh, I'm just going to take her to the hospital." Just for a quick checkup. The student was charged with sexual assault of an animal, but has since been released from jail, according to SFgate. Californian law states that any person who sexually assaults any animal protected by Section 597F for the purpose of arousing or gratifying the sexual desire of the person is guilty of a misdemeanor. That makes it sound like it was just a mistake, like he just fell into it, isn't it? Oh, it just fell. Story number 3. Man gets frostbite and loses part of his genitals when he has sex with ice cream 3 times a day for a week. Have you two got really pent-up sexual issues that you need to release to the group? Every story I've read so far, apart from the balloon guy, this kind of makes this guy look a little bit more normal.
Balls deep in a wall sauce.
Aaron Simmons. Bury? Is that how you say it? Berry. Aaron Simmons. Berry was rushed to hospital when his private member went numb and began to peel away. 71-year-old. No wonder he's sticking his ice cream in a dick. The 71-year-old woke up in hospital to find there would be a chance that his genitals may have to be removed due to infection, as the underlying tissue was frozen below freezing point. That smashed my head a bit there. So it was just really cold. He had a really, really cold willy. Doctors stated it wasn't the first case of this, and according to the Bury General Hospital staff, the rating of people that come into hospital due to placing their genitals into food is increasing over 40% in the past year. I blame American pie. Apple pie just wasn't enough after that. It came into ice cream, watermelons. I'm not saying anything about personal use, but apples aren't that bad.
You use an orange?
No, but I will. I won't. But I'll...
Go with pineapple, danger, mate.
Oh, get out with that sting. When questioned, Simmons claims, "I just wanted to know what it felt like." Stick your fucking finger in then, you weird bastard. I just wanted to know what it felt like, and once I did, I couldn't stop. The cold sensation made me tingle, so I did it again. This went on for a while, but it began to burn after a week. I began getting addicted, and the next thing I knew, I woke up in hospital with a bandage around my thing. Does that mean like he got it so cold that he got knocked out and then woke up in hospital just really confused? Head nurse on the ward states that he is lucky it hadn't spread further and should consider this as a warning to himself and others to keep their private parts away from possible dangerous food.
Not all food.
Not all food. There's a level though, isn't there? There definitely is. I mean, if I was trying something cold, I'd just get a meal deal, like an all-day breakfast from McCall's, yeah. Because they've got kind of a... Yeah, exactly, and there's a bit of... Yeah, it's good.
Ben and Jerry's caramel sweet drinks, it's dead gloopy.
Oh, no!
Yeah, well.
You could melt my core.
Oh.
Oh, this is right down my street. Story number 4. Man, high on LSD, rescues dog from imaginary fire. That's real sign language, believe it or not.
Do you know sign language?
Yeah? Just gonna scratch me. 43-year-old Michael Orchard was reportedly high on LSD and hallucinating when he thought he saw a home engulfed in flame in Half Moon, New York. It sounds like have you seen The Secret Life of Walter Mitty?
Heard of it.
Oh, that's no good then. Orchard ran up and down the street, banging on doors, but was ignored by residents. The animal lover then chose to take matters into his own hands and drove his car through the fence before breaking his way into the home. Just imagine that happening to you at home. Like just sitting there and all of a sudden there's some maniac screaming fire knocking on your door. You pie him off, obviously, and then he drives through your garden in his car. Police arrived on the scene to find him standing heroically in the street with the large, white, unharmed dog in his arms. Upon probing, and that just means like you're probing, yeah. Orchard told police he'd taken LSD with cough medicine. But why did he take LSD with cough medicine? Why not just take it on its own? What does the cough medicine? Is it just when you're feeling a bit fluey but you also want to trip balls? He believed that the residence was on fire and he was rescuing the dog. Trooper Mark Key. I don't know. Kepiel? Sepiel. That,
Mate.
whoever that guy is, he told, I think that's meant to be WNYT. Is that like something about the New York Times? He was charged with second-degree burglary and third-degree criminal mischief and sent to county jail on a $15,000 bail for that. He did it with good intentions, though. He's just an overly nice druggie with great intentions. I'm sorry, love. I thought your dog was dying. Well, it's not. Well, I thought it was. But now I need to decide on the actual one, don't I? So what happened this episode? Story number 1. Lamb with human face terrifies villagers. Story number 2. Student caught having sex with sheep. Story number 3. Man gets frostbite and loses part of his genitals when he has sex with ice cream 3 times a day for a week. Story number 4. Man, high on LSD, rescues dog from imaginary fire. I think I'm going to go with the student caught having sex with a sheep being the false one.
So, do you want to tell him?
You're wrong.
Oh, which one was it?
You should have gone with your gut before the ice cream one.
Oh, shit. No, because I was thinking, it said because it went below freezing temperature. If you stuck your dick in an ice cream, it wouldn't drop below freezing, it'd melt, because you've got a 36 degrees internal heat anyway. And ice cream isn't frozen after it comes out of the freezer. It starts to melt then anyway. So your dick would never be at freezing. I hate myself. If you like the episode, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and please check out our social media. I can't think. Social media found in the description below, such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Bebo.
No, it's not me, but
No, I know. MySpace also. Yeah. I've been Mike. This has been another episode of What the Fuck.